Okay, so I want to talk about a phenomenon that I am familiar with, which is anhedonia. Anhedonia being the inability to gain any type of satisfaction from anything, right? And why do I feel the need to talk about this anhedonia? It is because, in the manosphere, if you want to call it that, or, modernity as a whole, you are told that if you work really hard, that if you focus on yourself, that if you improve upon yourself, that if you become your best self and start a business, or if you make money in your own way, blah, 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 then you will be happy, right? Which is correct, but only for a little while or partially. And what do I mean by that? I think that you can derive happiness and gratification from materialistic things as long as you refuse to think critically. And this is not a criticism for people who, think that, belongings and possessions make them happy. If it's good for you, you do you, right? This is not meant to insult anybody. But I'm gonna give my life and as an example. When I was younger, in my early 20s, I started from the bottom. I didn't have any money whatsoever, and I really wanted things, a lot of things, all the good things that we all crave, right? Money, bitches, clothes, cars, whatever, right? All the good shit. And so, for a number of years, I worked really hard. I improved upon myself, all that stupid bullshit. And let's say, I attained or I saved up a good chunk of change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a good chunk of money left over. You see, in my savings account, I had a good chunk of money. Right? So here I was, um, after a lot of years, with all this money, and something really strange, weird, peculiar happened. Which was, here was this little pile of money, and I could have traveled anywhere. I could have stayed at five-star hotels. I could have gotten bitches. I could have gotten drugs. I could have gotten wasted for a lot of weeks. Okay, I could have lived the big life, the high life, right? But I looked at this money and something ridiculous happened. I looked at this money and I realized that I didn't want anything, that I didn't need anything, that I didn't feel anything, and whatever this money could have provided me in terms of satisfaction slash happiness, it left me hollow. It left me empty on the inside, and this might seem as something incredibly bleak and depressing to most people, because we have been taught that if you prosper, that equals happiness. But once you realize that materialistic things do not affect you anymore in any way, that there's no reaction in you, you finally realize that there's no happiness to be had in external things, external activities, external objects. Whatever happiness you can have that is true and pure can only occur within, on the inside, right? And to me, it is why people still chase these pipe dreams and these false idols. To me, this is just me, this is my opinion, but I think that people still chase these lies. It is because they have no internal resources, right? They have no internal resources when it comes to character and personality and individuality. So they rely on external things, on external, objects, external, thrills and drugs that will give you a high, a sort of dopamine or endorphin, you know, reaction. And I'm not, I'm not totally there when it comes to anhedonia. I'm like 90%, meaning that certain things, little things, still grab my interest, still keep me engaged, still give me a sort of tingly feeling, but I'm almost there, right? Anhedonia, the inability to feel anything even close to happiness. No stimuli can affect you. There's no satisfaction or happiness to be found. And I'm almost there, which is fine, right? This does not mean the end of the world. Calm down if you are there as well. Uh, but this started a couple of years ago because this happened. I would want something, I would buy it, or I would achieve some goal, right? Or whatever. And I was happy for a little while. But then a day later, I was depressed again, I was down again, you know. And I realized that no matter what you get, no matter what you do, it will not last. It will not last. And that is why people keep on chasing bigger and bigger things, more and more money, more and more reputation, more and more clout, whatever. Right? Because otherwise all you have left is, nothingness. And nothingness is not a bad thing. Right? Nothingness can help you, I think, mature. Right? Nothingness can, reduce your slavery, because all of us are enslaved to all of these things, whatever they may be. And we're like addicts. We chase the next high, and everything around in this material dimension is a drug, right? Whatever it may be. So in conclusion, I'm not telling you to cease and desist. If you want to persuade whatever, and you want to seek out all of these things that give you pleasure, whatever, do you. But I'm saying that in the long run, all of this will be pointless. All right? All of these things are pointless, and most people, I truly believe this, most people understand that things, objects, material possessions aren't it. They will not save you. They will not give you the sense of feeling whole for too long. And that is why you keep on chasing goods and possessions and whatever. They will not fill the void inside, right? They will not fill the hole where your heart should be. So I have reached a point now where, I don't really want anything from anybody. Anything from anybody. I don't need anything, because I don't really feel anything most of the time, and that's fine. You see, that's Gucci. I think that is the only way you can be at peace, right? It is to detach from all of these illusions and delusions, thinking that if you buy the next car, or if you improve upon yourself, or if you engage in nerdy hobbies, you think that this is the greatest thing ever. It's not. It's just a delusion. You're chasing ghosts, right? For example, like, let's just say that I would just get a large amount of money for whatever reason. This is an example, but if somebody gave me like $1 million, here it is, do whatever you want with it, no taxes involved, I would just be like, what am I gonna do with all of this? I don't want to buy anything, right? I don't need anything, and I know that all of this money will not give what I need, which is peace. You see, we all need peace. And money will not give you peace. Money will keep you working. Money will keep you enslaved and you will never be fulfilled. That is, I think, the golden rule here. You will not be fulfilled if you keep on chasing nonsense. Nonsense. All of this, pretty much everything in this reality is nonsense, right? Again, this is not to say that I don't enjoy a couple of pleasures like a cigar or a beer, right? Or whatever. But I'm not wired 24/7 to do this, do that, because if you have noticed, in today's world, these a lot of people are these, machine-like, automatic workaholics. It's not enough that they have to go to their job. They bring their work home, or they have their own business, and they're always, everything that they do in their life revolves around their fucking job, and they work from home, and they work from their fucking building, and they work 24/7, and when they go to sleep, they also dream about their job, to make that profit, to make more money, because they equate that not only to happiness, they equate that not only to having a purpose, which is false, but they equate that to, status, to reputation, to grandeur, you see. And that is why people are these mindless drone workaholics, right? I've just watched a video lately about this couple, and they both have their jobs, and when they are home, they are both in front of their laptops, and they're still working, and they love the fact that everything in their life revolves around their jobs, right? And they talk about jobs, they eat their jobs, they think about the jobs, they shit out their jobs, they breathe their jobs, and it's just, bro, that is not what life is supposed to be about, right? This reality was meant specifically to enslave people, to milk them dry, to keep them distracted from the real truth that the only happiness can be attained within by yourself, right? All of these things, they're nothing. They're nothing. Okay, they're nothing. They're trash, bro. They're trash. And it's sad to me when I see people like, a while back, this dude I know, he was like fucking on cloud nine because he bought a bigger, better car, and he kept on asking me, "So what do you think about this car, bro? Isn't it great? I mean, it has so many gizmos, it has so many fucking buttons and shit." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, what do you want from me, bro? Good for you, I guess." Right? It did not impress me because I don't care about all this stupid shit. It's all stupid shit. You see, all of this is baggage. It will keep on keeping you down. It will keep on compressing you in your little bubble. And, even the sensations that you will derive from these things will be synthetic, artificial, and premeditated, preordained. They will not be natural. Okay? So this is anhedonia. Like, it's not a bad thing. I don't chase anything anymore because, frankly, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm indifferent, I'm detached, and I can now say after a lifetime that now I'm happy because I understand that all of these things that preoccupy our minds are nothing but garbage. They have no value. They are not priceless, okay? They're just things, and they will never fulfill. You know, that's about it. Thanks for watching.